Hello and welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Good evening. I just realized I got a spot on my glasses. So, in the past 4 or 5 weeks, we've been going over storage units. Storage units 101 from Lock to Profit. We started out week, let me see here, week 1. We just started talking, just understanding the game and more, learning to buy and sorting things, turning the units into profit. Week 2, we covered who should and shouldn't buy. I don't know that these week numbers are right, but we covered some startup costs and what you really need. And last week we covered where to buy storage units, either live or online. And this week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be actually looking at storage units. So if you're interested, we can put in your zip code and take a look at what's around you. I'll start out just looking at where we are at the time within a certain amount of miles of our place. Hello to everybody that is stopping in and that is here. Thank you so much for joining me for this 12-week series. So when we're looking at these units, we're going to be looking at what experienced buyers may be looking for or looking at in the photos. Are you going to be a person that focuses on just boxes, bags, totes, you're gonna, do you want to stay away from furniture because you don't have a big vehicle, or you're doing it by yourself, or you have some sort of disability where you can't do a lot of lifting and things like that? We're going to look at red flags of storage units. Maybe we'll be able to spot out some, come on, there's mice, there's rats, you never know. But we're going to look at some red flags of maybe why you wouldn't want to buy a unit, and some red flags of maybe staged units. And a clean unit is a nice unit, but is it always a good unit? So let's get into this tonight. I just want to share some, there we go, share. All right. I am on the Storage Treasures site right here. I did put in my zip code right here. I'm logged in. I put in my zip code and I put within 10 miles just to see what was maybe coming up in our area. Remember, here on this drop down, you can go as far as 500 miles, folks. Now you have to have we can buy anywhere in the United States, because we pay a monthly fee to be a part of this. So, like we were just in Florida and we bought a couple of units in Florida. So you can see here, we'll click on this first unit. Let's take a look. And let's make the picture bigger so you guys can maybe see it. I don't know if I think that, I can close in on it. So okay, so we can close in on it, make it pretty big here. So as you're looking at this unit, guys, what are you noticing? What are you going to break down and look at? So for me, I'm going to look at this. Wow, look at this toolbox that goes in the back of a truck maybe. What could we get for that? $50 to $100. Here's 2 lawnmowers. Now they're pretty dirty looking, like if they were really clean. And let's go to another picture so you can see they take different pictures. I really like that toolbox. There's a kerosene heater. Okay, the wheelbarrow here, it's kind of rusty, but it looks like it's still useful. if you're starting over, for instance, my son is starting over, and down in Tennessee, I told him, go to a yard sale and find a rake or something. Oh, what is that? Looks like there's an old iron bench. If you look right there. Now, the piece to the shelf, I mean, if you're starting this business, shelving is important. So maybe you'd need that shelving, but I don't see any more. Now, here are the mowers. I don't know. They don't look too bad, but are you going to work on these mowers and get them working so that you can get more money, or are you going to just sell them as is? So what would you get? 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks? You just don't know. A lot of tools like this, we put this stuff in the dollar sale. Look right here. Here's it looks like a blower maybe. I do like that toolbox. I really do. And this looks like it's some sort of dining fly or something. And when I see something like this, is it even all still there? You know, that's one thing that you have to look at. So let's go back up here and look at another one. Let me just take a quick look at the chat. Subscribe to my grandma. That's cute. Truck toolbox for me. Yes, that's actually what I was thinking about. I was like, man, that would be nice. So let's go. My husband just hollered something out there, but I don't know what. So let's look down here. So here we go. Oh, this is actually down the hill here where I actually work. It's a bolt unit. There's another Sharon bolt unit. They're trying to sell these. I mean, this desk doesn't look bad if you need a desk. You know, the printer, it could work. It's sitting there on the desk, but that's literally all that's in this unit. You could see, well, there's gold, there's some toilet paper and some rolls of some sort of like printer stuff or whatever. But that's it in that unit. I mean, if you need a desk, 10 bucks, maybe you want to buy it. Here we go. This unit here, I definitely want to bring up for you guys. Come on, open up. Okay. It was misbehaving. Okay, so I know this unit because we opened this unit before and there were a bunch of toolboxes right here in the bottom right. And there was actually a lot more stuff here. But what I want to point out here is when you're looking at these units, you kind of want to close in. Why isn't it working? There we go. Look at the table here. If you look, this is chewed up by an animal. This is chewed up by an animal. This is chewed up by an animal. And like over here on the other corner of the table, it's chewed up by an animal. What are you noticing here? Holiday stuff. We just ended the holidays. What are you going to get out of that? And if you really close in, which I know this is here because I opened the unit. So one thing you need to realize is online, you're not going to see that right here on the left-hand side of this TV, it is literally separated. That TV is not good. I mean, it could be, but with it being separated right there, the front of the TV is coming off the TV. I wouldn't trust it. But even when I close in, you guys wouldn't be able to tell that. But this unit, this is garbage. And I can't even believe that they put it up. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't know they put up the one with the desk either. Let's see. Here's another Hermitage unit. Okay, let's look at this one in Hermitage. And then we're going to do the one above it. But I want to look at this one because what do you notice about this? This is all furniture, all furniture. And if you look here, look at what they did on the table. They had it covered with something and then they started peeling it off. If you need furniture, you really want to be able to close in on that furniture and look at it. So look, like they got a close-up picture. The edges don't look too bad. I don't see any like scuffed edges, maybe a little bit. But if you're starting over and you could get this unit for really, really cheap, here's all the drawers. There's the dresser. And you know, if you're looking for a dresser, so how many drawers are in this? 1, 2, 3. So here's 1, 2. I see 3, 4, maybe 5 here. But, you know, if you're starting over, you can make a table and chairs look nice. You can spray paint them. The couch is really not that bad, you know, but remember, you have to have a way to haul it and get it home, folks. All right, let's look at this one because this one intrigues me. 9 days in Hermitage. Look at this. So I thought things were more thrown around, but they do have it bagged if you look here. So one thing that caught my eye immediately when I made this picture big were these Nike shoes right here. So that's definitely 20 bucks. What kind are these? This is a shoe box here on the right. Look at the treadmill. I'm going to tell you right now, exercise equipment does not go very well. The big thing right here in this unit, that mattress and box spring, how are you going to get rid of it? What are you going to do with it? You cannot, where we are, we cannot sell mattresses because you have to have a certain certification in Pennsylvania and Ohio. Well, I know Pennsylvania for sure because our business is registered in Pennsylvania, folks. So, you have to have a special certification in order to sell mattresses. Now, if you know somebody that needs a mattress, look at this though. I like how everything is bagged up. You know, I could easily, you know, throw it in my yard sale. I mean, I would maybe go 50 bucks on this unit, maybe a little more. I don't know. Let me keep looking here. See if anything I like the pink suitcase, which my suitcase just broke, so I need another one. But you just click through the pictures and you study what's in there and figure out. So I said the shoes, 20 bucks. Maybe you could get 20 bucks for the treadmill. Here's a headboard. Could you get 10, 20 bucks for that? There's a shelf, 3 shelves back there. So is the rest of the shelving system in here that you could use for your business. And I'm talking about things that I look at when I'm looking at a unit. So, I mean, to me, this unit looks like a lot of it would go in our yard sale. So you claim it, Vandy? Okay. So let's look at another site that I really, really like to use. So let me, let's see here. I got to stop screen, it said. Let me take you to another one. I really like this one. So let me make sure that got up there for you guys before I go looking at it. Okay, it did. This is one of my favorite sites. And I went over this a little bit last week. So if you look here, current bid is at $1. Current bid is at 25. Well, this says starting bid 25. So this has been bid on. It says current bid. But let's look at, which one interests me. All right, here's one in Erie, PA. And again, this is why I love bid 13 right here. It has this beautiful video. I don't know if you can hear music. They have music playing on this. Look at this one. A lot of holiday stuff. What in the heck are the pallets? The wood pallets. Wow. Okay, so let's look at a bigger picture. So what do you notice right off the bat here, folks? Look at the Christmas. We give Christmas away. We can't sell it. Look at this. A lot of times, if you see the red and green totes, what do you think that means? Christmas. But if you look up here in this clear box, or this clear bag, excuse me, are those Funko Pops? Could be. Funko Pops are not that popular records anymore. I think it all depends on which ones you have. But records, here's records. Okay. Let me close that. These wood things interest me. What is with all these wood pallet things? They don't look like regular pallets, like maybe they built them for something with this pegboard. That's interesting. So that's a lot of Christmas stuff. Personally, I would probably stay away from it, but I don't know. Okay, let's see. Here's another one in Erie, PA. Turn on the sound. Let's see what they did here. Music again. Okay. What's your opinion on this unit? What's your opinion on this unit when you look at it? What's your opinion? I want to see what you guys say. What's your opinion on this unit? My opinion, I'm only going to wait a few seconds. Okay, definitely no, Vandy says, but why? Why are you saying definitely no? Here's what I would say on this unit. My reason for no, it looks like they came and they got what they wanted and they left everything else behind. The reason I say that is this picture might show it better. Look at how all the stuff is thrown on the floor here, you know, and maybe that's the way they stored it. But if you notice, things are thrown to the outside of the unit. So that's a red flag. That's a red flag for me. It is, there's kids stuff, which we do not do well with kids stuff. So if you see open boxes, things thrown around, I mean, to me, that is red flags that somebody has been in it, gone through it, and you just don't know. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see what this one is. Get this. Wow, why won't these pictures go bigger? Now, that is one thing I'll say about bid 13. So look at this. Did these people just rent the unit, only put a few things in, and then not put any more in it? Or did they come, take what they wanted? Oh, those are nice. Those wood things are nice. Did they take what they wanted and left behind what they couldn't fit or didn't want? What's in those bags, though? What is in those bags? Those bags are interesting. The bags caught my eye. So like when you're looking at units, click on things that catch your eye, guys. Click on things that catch your eye. That's interesting. If I could get that for 10, 20 bucks, I would buy that unit. But I wouldn't want to pay more than 10, 25 bucks. But as you can see, starting bid is 25. Okay, we're going to go to, I am going to remove this, and we're going to go to Locker Fox. Let's see here. I got to stop screen. All right, let me bring up Locker Fox. Bid 13, this one here. So here's Locker Fox. I did 100 miles from my house here because I put in 10 and I think I put in, and there wasn't anything. So let's look here. Which one catches your eye when you look? Oh, look at the big red bag. What do you think that is? A Christmas tree. But there's a futon. And if there's nothing wrong with it and you get it, somebody's got a $10 bid on it. and a couple air conditioners. If you can hold on to them until summer and they work, you're going to be good. You can get 25, 50 bucks out of it. So as we scroll down through, so here's a unit in Pittsburgh that doesn't have a bid on it. What else do we got? Here's another Pittsburgh unit. So here on this, JCat is winning this. It's in Pittsburgh. $30. Why are they at $30? Why are they at $30? Here's another one, $10. See, I like buying these units. These are the units that no one else wants to buy. And if I can get this unit for 10 bucks, right here, these coats, whoops, why did that move? It moves on its own. Hold on. Go to the bigger picture. Here's these coats. I'll go on the low end, 10, 20, 30, 40, but I'm going to get more than that, especially for this one, because it looks like it might be leather. But what are these people seeing? Is this one that even has a bid? What is in this tote back here? This looks like a lot of, maybe gaming. I don't know. That the picture is horrible. And of course, look, they only have one picture. What the heck? What the heck? So a lot of times, Tim and I, if we're buying a big unit somewhere, we'll buy little units like that for 10 bucks because we're there. So you might as well just buy another little one. Okay, here we go. Big Bully has this one at $300. It has a day and 16 hours. What is in here, folks? What is in here? Oh, is that a toolbox right there? Let's go down here to the bigger picture. Yeah, look at the toolbox right here. Whenever there's toolboxes, there's a heavy-duty jack. That's nice. Definitely the toolbox is nice. The shelving is nice. I don't know that I would go $300 on this, but there's people out there that totally love tools, guys. And the tool units, they always go crazy. I would love to find something that's like packed and stacked. What is this? Let's look at this one, guys. Is that the floor right there? Yeah, I guess so. Let's go to the bigger picture. Look at this. Oh my. I would take a bunch of totes, literally dump everything in totes for the yard sale and go through it if there was anything good for eBay. That's an interesting one. Let's see here. Look at this one, 110. The tires look good here, though. It looks like there's a lot of tread on the tires, and that's probably why it's up there, because if you see, it also has the, what do you call that? Wheel wells, or the, what are the center things called? I don't know. Oh, here we go. This is a nice one. So this is a clean one. I would call this a clean one. Oh, stupid. And it's only one picture. But look at how clean this is, folks. But look at the totes. There's 2 rows of totes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's probably like 11. But if you look right here in this bag, look at that number 1. So what that tells me about this unit is there could be some, that could be a real jersey. You know, a real jersey, anywhere 20 to 100 bucks. Is this a Carhartt jacket right here? If you know anything about Carhartt, Carhartts are worth money. I don't like the boat anchor TV here, but what does the boat anchor TV tell you? Somebody, this could have been here a long time. And so this is somebody that there may be stuff in here from the 90s if I find jerseys from the 90s, Carhartts from the 90s, they're considered vintage. What is this box up here? See this green and white box? Is that an Xbox thing? And yeah, the black and yellow totes, you can't go wrong with those. I like that unit. And it's only at $30. And it's in North Randall, Ohio. Yeah. What, Tim? My husband just said, mark that one. Got a month free and left it. What were we talking about here? Yep, looks like they took what they wanted on that other unit. You are right. You are right. All right. So which one? Let's go back to, we're going to go back to storage treasures. Storage treasures. This is fun. Tim is the one that always does, we were looking at one here on storage treasures, but I'm going to go back. I'm going to up the mileage. We're going to go up to like 500. Okay. And we're going to go with what's ending soonest to latest. So let's see what we get within 500 miles. Philadelphia, PA. Oh, look at that one, guys. 48 minutes. It's in Philadelphia. It's a 5x10. Hold on. Look, that's a crate, isn't it? Like a crate that you could open. Oh, let me get the pictures bigger. Look at all them totes. Look at all them clear totes. Let's see if they have any close. There's an old typewriter, and there's a guy in the Reseller Greatness group that sells typewriters. Man, he makes hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on typewriters. But when you're looking at units like this, you got to try and figure out what's in those totes and whether or not you're going to be able to make money. You know, look, there's a lot of books. Books are not great. They're hard to sell. They really are. There's a lot of paperwork in that one. But look at this. Wow. It's a nice clean unit. It is a clean unit, but did you notice all the books, all the paperwork? Those are tough, guys. Those are really, really tough. So there's a lot of units ending in Philadelphia here in the next hour to 2 hours. There really are units ending at all different times of the day, folks. Okay. So here's Illinois. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one in Williamsburg. Wait, let's click on this one. Oh, look at this. Now that is stacked and packed and all of that. Looks like a lot of clothes. A lot of people do not like clothes. I love clothes, especially if they're men's clothing. Like I love selling clothes. So, but look at the mattress, how nasty. But it looks like it has a cover on it. The mattresses there look like they have covers on them. So, you know, underneath that could be a good mattress. You know, we've helped tons of people with mattresses that didn't have anything at all. And so we don't mind giving it to them. Okay, let's see if this motorcycle is included in this one, folks. I got to watch the time because I do got to go. We have a Whatnot auction tonight at 7 p.m. and we're selling all brand new items. Wait, look at that. There's a motorcycle in there. Does it say, hold on, let me close that. Let's see. A lot of times when the motorcycle is not included in the sale, we do not have a title for it. So look at this. This bid is up to $410 and the motorcycle is not included. And you'll notice that with a lot of auctions, folks. But if you look right back here, there's one of those little scooter things. And if you're not scared to sell those, you can literally get hundreds of dollars for those. maybe for like and do a local pickup. I do know that J&J Family Finds, they sold one on eBay and they shipped it. But look at that motorcycle. I don't know. There's people that buy these units and they say, I take it all. They can't tell me I can't take it. So I don't know. But as you click through there, oh, look at that old Coca-Cola cooler. Wow. But like it says, motorcycle not included. Huh. All right. Where is that? That was just in Ohio, wasn't it? Let's go. Wow. But look at this down here. So I got pages and pages and pages. Let's go to page 10. We'll go to page 10. I don't know why I just picked that. Look at that. New Jersey. You can, Indianapolis, Indiana. Look, there's a Tennessee, New York units. We do like buying units in New York. We bought some. Oh, look at this one, guys. It's at $810. It's a 5x12, but look at this. Let's click on this. Why do you think that's so high? Look at all the boxes. So they spent money on boxes, which is a good sign. These are nice totes. These Rubbermaid totes here are really nice. Look at all the records. Records can do really, really well. We've had ZZ Top records that we've sold for hundreds of dollars if you have the right ones. You need to look at the writing on the boxes or the totes. If you see right there, that says Easter. Do any of these boxes, what does this say? Miscellaneous glassware, vases, and junk. But, okay, here's a clothing wardrobe. Sometimes, though, those don't have clothing in them. You'd be surprised what people put in them. I don't see any other writing on boxes. But that's a nice, neat, clean unit. Would be really fun to clean out. So, you know, oh, look at that. This is my kind of unit, guys. It's a 5x5. Here we go. This is my kind of unit. I love black bag units. And if you look, that is not closed right there. Let me go down to the bigger picture. That is not closed right there. Like you could tell there's a shape. There's a shape, a box or something. There's a little bit of shape here. I love these kind of units. Nobody else wants them. And every time I buy them, I do well. I've never lost on a black bag unit. I love bags. Look, what is that? Oh, that looks like, is that Duncan? Let's see, Duncan. What is that? It is. It's Duncan. Hey, I'm pretty good. Maybe it's all garbage. Now that I'm looking at it, is this all garbage? Because and that the thing is, you still I've never lost on a unit like this. I love bag units. Where's this one at? See, that's my kind of unit. Because the other thing is, you know why I love this unit? Because nobody else will bid on it, and I will get it for $10. And no matter what, I will freaking make money. I will make money. It doesn't matter. I will make money. Look at this. Queens, New York. 38 by 35 boxes, non-perishable food and drink. 15 hours. Let's look at this one. Check this out, folks. Look at this. Looks like there's definitely, what do those boxes say? Wow, look at that. But if it's all outdated, what are you going to do with it? Wow. Aromatic rice. Look at it all, folks. Look at it all. That's crazy. Wow. I'll bet that business ends up paying for it. Maybe, maybe not. Wow, 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 wow. This is fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this. So here's another black bag unit, but look, it has $40 on it. Boxes and bags. Let's look at it so we can determine why. Those are nice contractor bags. Very nice contractor bags. You never know what's in it. You just never know. It says boxes and bags, but I didn't really see any boxes. There's some work gloves right there. Huh, let's see. Oh, look, see, there's that's their box, but the rest is bags. But that makes me think, is this all garbage? Because the work gloves are there and the box of gloves are there. Like, is it all garbage? You just don't know. You don't know when you're looking at the units. You really don't. Interesting. Some of those units were really interesting. Let's go to 15 and see what we got. So here we go. We're in Indiana. Look, these people just took pictures. Their first picture is just the storage unit number. Wow. Closes in 16 hours. Let's see. We're going to click on this one. I don't know why, but that's the one. 10 by 20. Let's see what we got. Go to the big pictures. Okay. Look at that. There's a lot of stuff in there. For me, I would look at a unit like this as, there's a lot of, oh, there's mattresses though. Look at the mattresses. But I look at this as content also. Because we are YouTubers, this is content. So this would probably make 2 videos. But then for items, you know, for us, we do the dollar sale. And we sell on eBay and we're selling on Whatnot. Again, tonight we'll be on Whatnot at 7. Selling all brand new items from storage units that we have found in the last couple of months. And every time we find new stuff, we've been actually throwing it in our Whatnot, in a Whatnot tote. Because I think that's what we're going to try and do is anything brand new, we're trying to bring to Whatnot and sell it. Look at this. So here's a car, red Buick 2010 four-door sedan. Let's look at the big pictures. It doesn't look bad. Look at this. Really doesn't look bad. If you're looking for a car and you're a person that works on cars, you could buy a car for cheap. Look at that. Right? Yeah, you can definitely tell the units where they cared for their possessions and things like that. So, but look at that. If you had a teenage kid and they needed a car, that was at like $1,000, and the bid is right around $1,000. And where am I at here? It was at $1,000. Let's look. So $1,010, and it has 17 hours left. I mean, but if you have a car person in your family, of course they don't have. Let's see if it says anything. Unit appears to contain motor vehicles and parts. Huh. So it doesn't say anything about like whether or not it runs. So that's a chance you take. But if you're a car person, you could get that running. You could probably make some money on that. You really could. Whoa, look at this one. 6,000. This will be the last unit we look at tonight. Well, wait, let me see what the size is. So this is, it's a 10 by 30. It's in Geneva, New York. It has 17 hours and it's at $6,020. Look, is it set up? Is it, and this is the things you got to look at, folks. Let me click on another picture here. Look at the Star Wars stuff. Look at the stuff. But this is newer Star Wars stuff, I could tell. But that's it. Look at all the Star Wars stuff on the left of the screen here on the shelf. Are they in there, though? Are they in there? And that's what people were looking at. But there is something else that I saw that I think they're looking at, too. Oh, I thought this was a safe right here, but it's not. Looking at the back. Look at the Funko Pops. But look at how dusty and dirty they are. So that tells me this box was open. They didn't open it. Oh, look, there's a can collection. Whoever is bidding on this is betting on there being an awesome collection in this unit. That is what they're bidding on. Is it going to be an awesome collection in that unit? That's what they're betting on. Wow. Wow. And with that, that's a good one to end on, guys. Listen, I thank you for being here. If you have any questions, need any help, reach out to us. We did have one lady reach out that I'm going to be, sharing some information about, shipping on eBay after we're done with this 12-week series. So that is it for tonight. We are going to be on Whatnot here at 7 p.m. selling. So we hope that you can join us. Thank you for being here. Have a beautiful evening. And, what are we doing next week? Next week, bidding strategies. We'll see how that goes. All right. Good night, folks. Thank you so much.